All right, so welcome to chapter 2. It's going to be about atoms, ions, isotopes, molecules, naming. So let's take a look at this picture first. You can see this girl's blowing into this instrument, and it's kind of zooming in here, and we see that this is all made out of molecules and elements and ions. So we're going to start learning about those. And so a lot of this stuff started back in 1808 with Dalton's atomic theory. You don't have to memorize this or anything, but you just kind of want to know it. That way it forms the basis of what we think about today. And so the first thing that Dalton said is that all matter is made out of small particles called atoms. Right, so everything you can touch and feel is made out of tiny little atoms. The second thing that Dalton stated was that all atoms of the same element are the same. So if you have one atom of gold, it's the same as every other atom of gold. Later on, we'll learn this isn't totally true, but it is pretty accurate. All atoms of gold are very similar to one another. The third thing he stated is that atoms combine in whole number ratios to form compounds. And so what that says, you can't have half an atom. You can't have half a hydrogen atom. You can't have half an oxygen atom. You can't just have half of an atom. They have to be in whole number ratios. So for example, water is made of 2 hydrogens and 1 oxygen. And then finally, Dalton said that atoms can't be destroyed, created, or transformed in chemical reactions. We can only change how they are arranged. So for example, if we have a gold atom, we cannot change that into a silver atom or a carbon atom. It has to stay a gold atom. But we can have it bond to different things. We can arrange it to be surrounded with chlorine atoms or fluorine atoms or iodine atoms or other things like that. And so these kinds of 4 postulates kind of make up the basis of our introduction to chemistry. So let's see these in action.